of America.
So basically, if you're to win office in 20 years, what do you want to be known for?
In 20 years?
And say in 20 years from now, having served in office, what would you like to be known for, say, as a legacy?
I would say that, first of all, I'm not going to be there 20 years under any circumstance.
We know, but we're looking far into the future for a legacy.
But I would like them to look back and say, here was a guy from Rhode Island who loved his state, cared about his state, and helped bring government under control.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Mr. Zaccaria, everybody would like some kind of a legacy. Say if you're to win office and serve us in the United States floor, in 20 years from now, what would you like your legacy to be? What would you like to be known for having done for the people?
Well, that's a great question. I would like that people would be able to come and shake my hand after I leave the House of Representatives, which would probably be 2 or 3 terms, and say, Zaccaria, you did good. That would be all I need. That's all I ask. And to do that, I have to be doing the people's business for the entire time. And that's the tough part. That's the tough part. So hold me to it. And if I want you to have this interview 10 years from now with me, and I'll find out then whether you punch me in the nose or shake my hand.
Hopefully I'll be able to say you did good, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Sue Burge, and I'm from right here in Burrillville, and this meeting was wonderful. I wish more people would come to these things. You have a chance to meet the candidates, vet the candidates, ask the candidates questions. This is what we need to do to take back our government. We, the people, have to show up to these things and talk to the candidates and ask questions of the candidates. So when we go into the voting booth, we know who we're voting for.
Okay, I am here with Sean Gately and Richard Rodi. They are both candidates to serve the state of Rhode Island in 2010, and I have a question for each of them. Mr. Rodi first. Everybody likes a legacy, and everybody wants to have a good legacy. If you're elected to serve the state of Rhode Island, say 20 years from now, what would you like to look back and have your legacy in the people's eyes be?
I would like them to look back at me and say, you know what? We elected an honest person, a person that actually did what he said he would do and followed through, and he really was a public servant, and we're proud of the work that he did.
Thank you. Mr. Gately.
Very simple. My answer to that would be is that my legacy would be that I did the right thing for the right reasons for the right people.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Hey, Loughlin, if you don't want to do this right when you get into office, then I'm not voting for you. I don't think anyone else should vote for you. And you should look at the suicide rate versus the combat death rate and tell me it's a good thing to be in war still. Thank you.
My name is Mike, and I live in Burrillville, and I'm a constitutional Republican. I'm also a very proud member of the Rhode Island Tea Party. We've got too many people in this country who work for us who know nothing about what the Constitution really says. The First Amendment means nothing to them. It's simply words. The Second Amendment is words. The Fourth, Fifth, Eighth Amendments, the Sixth Amendment, the 14th Amendment, they know nothing about it. We are a constitutional republic that they keep calling a democracy where they've completely forgotten about democratic principles. We have essentially a Politburo of meatheads who are trying to run, who are not trying, they're just about succeeding in running this country into becoming another banana republic. We're going to be a country like Argentina and Chile has been, just to name a couple, where you've got super hyperinflation. We're going to become Germany of the 1920s, where you had to literally fill a wheelbarrow full of money to go buy anything. The Obama administration, they don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue of learning what they're doing because of their arrogance, and they're driving the country into, we're at the brink of an economic collapse.
town in America. I want to let you know what your town council is doing. I'm sure they're using good intentions, and they're probably incompetent, but they're using the Recovery Act to spend your money and their money. Instead of putting it down on the town's deficit, they're using the Recovery Act to loan out for your public services. So if you want your town not to go in debt, well, you won't see your town budget going down. You'll see it pretty steady. You got to realize if you go to recovery.gov, you can see what Rhode Island does. You can see what every state does by just rolling your mouse over the map. You'll see how much money they've spent in a little over a year. And I think that your town has spent more than you can chew. So we need to get vigilant at town halls, not just our state and federal. Go to your town halls. Find out who's pushing all this lobbying. And I'll be at the Cumberland Town Hall tonight at 7:30, and I'll be exposing the water fairy that likes to spend all of our money in this town, especially on radio-controlled water meters that can track everything we do with our water. And yeah, I hope I can see you guys there. They're violating our freedom of speech through the minutes, the town hall minutes. They're not putting the public comments in those, and they're twisting the public minutes to whatever they want it to say. Because if you go on to you listen to the video feeds, they're not recording it down in the minutes correctly. They're leaving out a lot of stuff. All right, take care. Bye. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Obama promised the return of our troops in 16 months of him taking office. I call on all patriots to join me in a giant sign wave on Saturday, May 1st, a.k.a. May Day. We'll take over the overpasses of 95 in Providence, and later that night, we'll show our faces with hand signs and information at Waterfire. Time to bring the troops home. And unlike most other policies in America, bringing the troops home is priority number one. So join me, May 1st. Get on those overpasses and wave those signs.
Basically, I want to say that I've never had any faith in our American political and bureaucratic system, and well, among many factors, I never could bank on either the Democratic or Republican Party because both of them were designed and put in place to make sure that one of them keeps the other in place for another 300 or so odd years or whatever. And, well, if it weren't for my lack of faith in American politics, maybe I'd vote for an independent party, just maybe. But I'll do us all one better. In fact, I believe that government is best, which government's not at all. Government has been getting too big for its britches. They and corporations are destroying our lives because gross national product, among other quagmires, have always been the hallmark of our checks and balances. I detest capitalism and industry with a passion. It's choking the earth, and it's killing all human life and animal life as well. I think we need anarchy. You're not going to tell you that the credit system is just plain bullshit. They make, the guys who control our economy make it harder and harder for ordinary people who don't even have a credit score, a line of credit, to purchase things in a more straightforward manner, even off the internet. Why can't they just go back to checks or money orders? I just hate the idea of credit. It's just bullshit. And the people you call, for information about, I don't know, they're just telling you what they want you to hear. They're not listening, to the people.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.